I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning into The Source, WOCA. It is 1 week before Christmas. It is December 18th. It's going to get cold tonight. By Christmas Day, it's not going to be cold at all. It's just going to be a nice Florida day. So I'm going to take the cold this weekend and pretend it's Christmas. Well, we're doing playing Christmas songs at a party tonight, so that ought to feel good.
Yeah,
right?
It will. It'll be great. And we'll be doing them this afternoon on Gratis for
But it won't be cold
living.
this afternoon.
No, it won't. It won't be cold.
Good morning, Galen. Galen Unold from LifeSouth is on the phone. I forgot to introduce him. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good.
So you can only sing Christmas carols in the rain? Is that Christmas music in the cold?
I was going to say, no, but it feels better, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it feel better when it feels wintry?
No, never. Only time it feels good when it's wintry is if I'm snow skiing.
Galen doesn't like cold.
Do you know in Australia it's
how cold is it supposed to get tonight, Larry?
38.
I may have to mail it in today. I may have to. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But tomorrow's Saturday, see.
Al Gore.
but in Australia right now, it's considered winter, but it was 97 degrees in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
No, nice.
Did you see the story about the guy who poses as David?
No.
What do you mean it's David?
In
Like
Times
me,
Square?
David?
Is there one in Times
You're,
Square?
No,
you're David guy? You're oh my David guy?
Yeah.
Yes, the statue.
But this is in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's in one of those items we have later on. This
Well, it's
guy
96 degrees.
he's a David impersonator.
Yeah.
And they took down a statue to repair it. It wasn't a David statue. It was a statue of something else. I don't remember what it was, in a fountain. And he decided to put on his David makeup and stand there
Nice.
and see if he could prank the people.
Uh-huh.
So he's standing there. He's naked. He's got the David costume on. Well, not a costume. It's just makeup.
So is he like, the same as the David statue?
That's what it says. Except
Wow.
he's 6 feet tall. He's not 17 feet tall.
Right, but 6 feet tall, and the equipment is
That's
like probably
amazing.
the same.
17 feet tall. How
Yeah.
did Michelangelo do that? What do they have? 17 feet. That's 2 stories tall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gigantic.
Yeah.
Like he had a ladder or something.
They're marvelous.
No wonder they say, oh my. But anyway, this guy stood there, I think it said 4 hours, and people were taking pictures, and whoa, it looks
Did they notice?
It looks so real. No, nobody knew it was a real.
I can't stand anywhere for 4 hours.
No, I know.
I mean, I can't. I can't. Like 2 minutes is a long time for me.
But if you looked like David naked, if you could pull it off, would you?
Would I have to ask my wife for permission?
Honey, would you mind?
You do it first.
I got an idea for a prank. Look, everybody tells me you look exactly like David.
Yeah,
They all
I don't
know,
know.
right?
I don't know. I don't know.
How do you know you look like David? How many people?
I don't have that problem.
No, I don't either. If I try to pull this off, that's not David.
Who's this guy think he is?
What is that ugly statue up there? Who's that? Who put that statue there?
This guy trying to do.
But how do you go through?
You know what? He's got to look good enough that they don't call the police. You and I were out there. It's like,
yeah.
The police.
No, they were taking pictures. They were eating lunch. They didn't even realize it wasn't a statue.
Oh my gosh!
And
it was a real oh my standing right in front of them.
A real oh my, and they didn't know it. And obviously nothing made him change.
His anatomy form.
His anatomy didn't have to. There was probably nothing to really cause him to feel different.
Yeah, so there probably weren't any hot women.
Was it cold outside? No, it's 97 degrees in Sydney.
Well, let's be honest. If you're going to stand still, you've got to have some focus.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That guy is focused. He does not have attention disorder deficit. you and I would like, did you see that? I mean, there'd be no way.
Yeah, so in 4 hours, a hot woman or somebody with cleavage or something that looked like a sex kitten didn't walk by in 4 hours. Wow.
Well, maybe he's just very focused. Or maybe he's gay. Well, of
No,
course.
you said his,
Yeah, there would have been
you
a
said
fella
my
walk
wife.
by there,
Huh?
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe he is.
but so how does this happen in your lifetime that somebody says, "Gosh, I don't have anybody ever told you look like David, the statue?" Yes, as a matter of fact, I get it all the
Fair
time.
question, Larry. That is a fair question. I don't know how you do that.
By the way-
I saw this guy. I could be this guy.
Somebody wrote me and said that a puppy's voice does not stay the same if you have him neutered before the voice changes.
Oh,
I'm sure I'm glad you had that problem solved.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
said,
that was disgusting.
Puppy's
doesn't
voice
matter.
does not change. I mean, does change, whatever.
does change.
In other words, Galen was right. I wasn't wrong. I just was asking yesterday.
No, I just thought it was. I really didn't know it was a real question. So
By the way, when you
yeah.
go down the rabbit hole online to look up this information, because I said, "Come
Oh,
on,
boy.
yeah,
About David or the puppy?
about the puppy, about the
Oh,
voices."
okay.
I
Okay.
came
yeah,
across.
but David takes you to a whole nother site.
It certainly does.
Next thing you know, you got your credit card out.
Oh my!
Oh my. That's
so
probably like the name of a site or something. The oh my site. You
here's
like the statue of David? Oh my.
here's how you know if somebody likes you from the opposite sex. Women's voices become huskier when a woman likes you, Galen, and a man's voice becomes higher pitched when he speaks to an attractive lady.
Really?
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Oh, I haven't seen you in so long.
Does that really happen? I can't remember.
I
that
think it
ever
does
happening.
happen. Yes, I think it does. I can picture myself doing that.
that happened.
Yeah. Here comes somebody I fancy, and she walks in the room. I go, "Hey, how are you?"
Oh, that's right. That's right. I witnessed that.
You've witnessed it.
Yes, I have. That's right. I never thought about it.
And your voice, Robin?
I guess it starts to be sultry.
Hey, baby.
Baby.
Let me hear what it would sound like.
Hello.
Let me hear what it would sound like if somebody walked in the room. David, for example.
Oh my.
What was it? The phrase that Robin used to say? And people would call in and request it. It was great. I forgot what it was now.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. What did you say,
You
Robin?
remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, a whole nother? Was
No.
it? No, something else? Okay.
People thought it sounded sexy, and I can't remember what it is.
I can't remember what it is.
I don't know.
I
Is it
can't remember.
Cash and carry?
Cash and carry. I can't remember.
No, what was it? What did it become after cash and carry?
Oh, Sweet Bay. Sweet Bay.
Sweet Bay.
Oh, that.
Sweet Bay.
Yeah, Sweet Bay. That's got both high pitch and low pitch.
Yeah. Has to have that.
All right. You work in. Did you? You know? Can I do something before the break? Because after the break, let's do the funny things from Reader's Digest about the health profession.
Okay.
I think you'll like this. But I never did get the quotes from Mother Teresa. It's kind of a serious topic. But you want to hear them?
Yeah.
You want to hear them? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll find out about the blood supply. Okay. The inspiring quotes. There's only 10 of them. The top 10 inspiring quotes. Oh, is that 10? Yeah. Number 10. The other day I dreamed that I was at the gates of heaven, and St. Peter said, "Go back to earth. There are no slums up here."
Oh, wow.
Something she said to Prince Michael de Greece in 1996. Wow, she died in 97. She must have been having premonitions of dying.
Yeah.
Number 9, please choose the way of peace. In the short term, there may be winners and losers in this war that we all dread. But that can never, nor never will, justify the suffering, pain, and loss of life your weapons will cause.
There you go, ISIS. Pay attention to that one.
That letter was written to George Bush and Saddam Hussein in January 1991.
Gosh.
Wow.
Smart lady.
Very smart.
Number 8, I was expecting to be free, but God has his own plans.
There you go.
There you go. Number 7, God will find another person more humble, more devoted, more obedient to him, and the society will go on. She said that in Calcutta in 1989 after announcing her intention to retire.
Wow.
She didn't really ever retire, though.
No, I don't think she did.
No, and there was never another person like her.
Hold on, don't go to the break yet. Let's just
Not
finish it.
since, anyway, yeah.
Number 6, I have never been in a war before, but I have seen famine and death. I was asking myself, what do they feel when they do this? I don't understand it. They are all children of God. Why do they do it? I don't understand. She said that in Beirut, 1982, during fighting between the Israeli army and the Palestinian guerrillas.
She should have been paid attention to.
Number 5, if luxury creeps in, we lose the sight of the order, she said. To be able to love the poor and know the poor, we must be poor ourselves.
There you go.
That's a good one. Number 4, I choose the poverty of our poor people, but I am grateful to receive it, the Nobel Prize she was talking about, in the name of the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, and all those people who feel unwanted, unloved, uncared for throughout society, people that have become a burden to the society and are shunned by everyone. She said that, and that was her acceptance speech.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the great thing about her is she didn't just talk it, she walked it, which is,
right.
Yeah, I mean, her life was amazing.
Number 3 of the
She
top...
won't be old enough by the time she gets canonized, right? Don't you? It doesn't have to be like 100 years or something
20
before
years.
you become a saint.
No, she's going to become
So it's only 20.
Well,
okay.
I thought
Yeah,
so.
next year you said she was going to be,
I thought it was longer than that, but you're probably right, Larry.
because of the second miracle.
Yeah.
You said there has to be miracles.
That's why I could have it wrong, but it sounds like it's been 20 years since she died, and now she's going to be a saint. Number 3 of the top 10 inspiring quotes by Mother Teresa. The poor give us much more than we give them. They are such strong people living day to day with no food, and they never curse, never complain. We don't have to give them pity or sympathy. We have so much to learn from them. Number 2 of the things she said, we are called upon not to be successful, but to be faithful. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really good
She
one.
doesn't say anything that isn't good, by the way.
Yeah. There's
You know what I mean?
there's no Donald Trumpisms in here.
No.
No Trumpisms.
No, you're correct, Larry.
And the number one,
Donald Trumpisms.
You're going to new word.
number 1, I see God in every human being. When I wash the leper's wounds, I feel I am nursing the Lord himself. Is it not a beautiful? Is it not a beautiful experience? Wow.
Yeah, that's a.
That'll make you tear up, that one.
That will, yes.
All right, now let's take that break, I promised. And then when we come back, it's a little sillier on the other side. But we'll find out about the blood supply, which, by the way, you're doing God's work when you donate blood.
Sure you are.
Can I put that on you? Just to
Yep.
think about that for a second, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll be right back with Galen Unold, LifeSouth, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a couple of showers around through the morning and early afternoon hours. Breezy and turning cooler with temperatures in the upper 60s to upper 70s around the area. Clearing tonight and turning colder. Lows ranging from the upper 30s and low 40s well inland to the mid-50s along the coast. For tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy with highs ranging from the mid-60s to the lower 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Okay, guys, the clock is ticking down, and there's only a few shopping days left. And let's face it, we all know that there's only one true gift that never fails: jewelry. The place to go? J&J Jewelers in the Jasmine Plaza on 200. Silver is the new gold, and J&J Jewelers has a new line of heirloom quality silver from the collection of Thistle & Bee. And as the exclusive Thistle & Bee dealer, you won't find these pieces anywhere else nearby. Beautifully crafted pieces that can be passed down for generations. And they've made it a little easier on us guys too, because whatever collection she likes, there's a perfectly matched piece, so we don't have to guess. And she won't have to guess where you went when she opens that elegant gift-wrapped box from J&J Jewelers. And while they might have taken some of the guesswork out, they can't slow down the clock. So you'd better hurry down to J&J Jewelers, 6160 Southwest State Road 200 in the Jasmine Plaza.
I'm Jennifer, the Executive Director of Palm Garden, and I would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
I'm Mary Sue, the Director of Clinical Services, and my staff and I will be ensuring that all the needs of our guests and residents are met.
I'm Janet, the Director of Guest Services, and I will be fluffing pillows for our new guests staying with us over the holidays.
And I'm Jan Marino, also from Palm Garden, and I hope each of you have a blessed Christmas as we celebrate the Savior's birth.
Merry Christmas from Palm Garden.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
When I started thinking about this year's Christmas greeting, I wanted to make it something meaningful. So here is my heartfelt wish for us all. Good health, prosperity, and the peace to be happy, whatever our circumstances. Remember the reason for the season. Merry Christmas.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
All right, sorry. 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in.
Always on you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Galen Unold on the phone from LifeSouth. Galen, how's the blood supply? What do we need to know?
You caught me so off guard. Yeah, actually, we're 6 days away from Christmas, and we have just over a day supply of blood. So we are not collecting the way we should. If you consider that we do not collect blood on Christmas Day, that means if we keep at this pace the day after Christmas, on the 26th, we'll have no blood on our shelves. Our hospitals will be fully stocked, but we won't have any backup supplies. So just get out there and give the gift of life and donate blood. Tonight we're going to be out at Regal Cinema. Apparently there's some movie coming out, Larry. I haven't heard of this movie before. Maybe you have. Have you actually seen the movie, Star Wars?
The first one I saw, yeah.
Yeah, see, everybody has seen Star Wars, even Larry. So,
well, I was only 22.
And,
I was only 22 when it came out, Galen. Back in those days, I saw movies. And in fact, I saw it at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, California.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Which is
Did you see they shut down the road for 4 days?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
That's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, Star Wars is out, so thank you very much, Regal Cinema, for allowing us to be a part of this event. That's really, really cool.
Oh, yeah,
And,
they're a great
we're
theater,
excited
Regal.
about it.
So what do they have? Do they have an IMAX screen over there?
To both blood centers. Say that again?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your words. Do they have an IMAX screen over at the Regal Cinema?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have for a while, yeah. And they also have it in 3D and 3D IMAX, and I won't go this weekend. I'll probably go next week. My wife wants to go someday next week. So.
Yeah, I like to go see it, too.
You got to see it. Apparently, it's as good as there are people who are ranking it as good as the first one, which.
Okay. Well, here's my story. I'm 22 years old. I'm hearing this hype about this movie. I was living in California at the time, and I went to see this movie. I was working at a pizza place. The next day, the guy who wanted me to go so bad said, "Did you finally go see the movie?" And I said, "Yeah, it was okay." He said, "Oh, it doesn't sound like you liked it." I said, "Well, it was like a comic book. It wasn't that big of a deal." He said, "It's supposed to be like a comic book."
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, you know what? Maybe when you put it that way, maybe I was just looking at it. I was looking for a more dramatic movie or something." So then I went back to the Chinese, because the first time I saw it near UCLA. Mm-hmm. There's a theater over there somewhere. And then so the second time I saw it at the Chinese Theater, and it was then I go, "Oh, okay, I guess I get it now." So.
Did you like it then the second time you saw it?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciated it better. I don't know, liking it is the right word. I loved the music. I'm more of a music guy.
Now, you know what? I'm glad you reminded me of that. Apparently, this score is better than the first one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, the Death March or whatever they call the Darth Vader song.
Dun,
yeah,
dun,
that is
yeah.
really
How iconic is that?
That is really a cool piece of music.
Yeah,
it's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's synonymous with the bad guy now.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes, it sure is. Yes. And anytime you have scrolling credits that are disappearing into the horizon, it's a Star Wars.
Yeah, on the vertical rather than on the.
And in fact, I think
going up instead of coming down.
I think that was the first movie to have that. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe there were so many firsts for that movie. It was It
was amazing.
You appreciate it, Larry. You're appreciative of it.
All right. So the important message that Galen gave us before about.
So when are you going?
It's putting me on the spot. When am I going to the Star Wars movie? The real answer is I don't know.
All right, I may have to solve this problem for you.
How?
Okay. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
How long is the movie?
I'm a problem solver, Larry.
How long is the movie?
I don't know, an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Well, how long do you think it is? It's not Roots or, Chariots of Fire.
Wasn't Titanic 4 hours?
No, it was like 2.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not you know what happens in the end of Titanic, the boat.
That's right.
Does Jar Jar Binks die in this movie? We're not supposed to tell. Did you know that?
Say that again?
Okay. Glenn Beck was saying yesterday that they find Jar Jar Binks' bones in the desert in this movie.
Oh, okay.
But how? I don't know. But you're not supposed to say that. So if I just
all right, well,
if I just spoiled something for somebody, I don't know.
Well, you gotta think it's how many years? It's 100 years, something like that.
Okay, so he would have died naturally.
Yeah, I mean he's he's dead. Yeah, I don't know how long.
What is the difference? Now, when people imitate Jar Jar Binks, they sound a lot like Roger Rabbit. Do the two characters have similar voices? Is that what it is?
No, not at all. No. Maybe in tone, but not in twang. Not twang, but idioms or they're one's more urban. All right,
I want to get some. I want to get some of these funny things from Reader's Digest.
One's more like a New York accent, and one's more like a dumb, stereotypical kind of a person.
Okay.
I don't know.
I wonder which is which. All right.
Offending everybody.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Jar Jar,
The important message that you heard about 10 minutes ago from Galen, which is about the blood supply the need to donate blood, that important message is brought to you by Penn Flooring. They have some beautiful flooring for you to consider. You are remodeling. If you're remodeling your home, you might want to go over there and check out what kind of carpeting you could put in your home, or what kind of tile flooring or wooden flooring. Go check it out and ask questions. They've got some very educated personnel over there. They've been doing this for over a quarter of a century. They are located
what a great Christmas present that would be, Larry.
That would be a new floor.
Flooring.
Yeah.
1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge, the McKay Williams Bridge. And, of course, thank the folks at Palm Garden also. They do a wonderful job working with people who need that extra help during the latter years of their life. Not always. Sometimes it's younger people that need rehab, etc.
Yeah.
But long-term skilled nursing care over at Palm Garden, and their beautiful facility is decorated beautifully for Christmas. All right, I know I've got very little time to do this. The 51 funniest things that ever happened in a doctor's office is an article in the current Reader's Digest, so I wanted to read some of them to you. Okay. Ready? Here, the nurse says to the patient, handing a specimen container for him to urinate in. The bathroom is over there. A few minutes later, the patient comes out of the bathroom. Thanks, he says, returning the empty container. But turns out there was a toilet in there. I didn't need this, after all.
Oh, my gosh. You have to be a moron to do that. I mean, I've taken a lot of drug tests in my life. I mean, a lot. And not that I have a problem. It's just my job.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's not a problem. I mean, that you're a moron.
My patient announced she had good news and bad news. The medicine for my earache worked, she said. The bad news? It tasted awful. It was eardrops.
Again, moron.
It was eardrops.
Moron.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
The patient says, Doctor, I slipped in the grocery store and hurt myself. And the doctor says, where did you get hurt? And the patient says, aisle 6.
Oh, that makes sense. Location.
Sure it does.
I gave my patient the results of her sleep study. It looks like you stopped breathing in your sleep over 65 times per hour. Her response, did I start back?
Smart. You know, in her mind, that was probably a really intelligent question. Because you're like, wow, how quickly did I start back or something? It just probably didn't come out.
That is great.
Yeah.
Right. In the operating room, the doctor is reviewing the surgical checklist. He says, we have the surgical equipment, the heart-lung machine, the antibiotics, the replacement heart valve. The patient, who was not under yet, said, you wait until now to figure this stuff out?
Checklist.
And I guess I only have time for one more. I prescribed an inhaler for a patient's cat allergy. He came back a week later saying he was none the better. Turns out he was spraying the inhaler on the cat.
Well, Larry, geez, I got nothing for that.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
We are still at Regal Cinema. Are you trying to trick me up there?
Yeah.
Just some kind of a test to make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing.
That's right.
Well, enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Stay warm.
Yeah, you guys too.
This cold weather's coming in right now. I can see it.
It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Galen.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Defense Secretary Ash Carter is in Afghanistan meeting with top commanders. He's also there for a holiday visit with the troops.
They're here doing a noble thing, which is working with our